Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports. Hope everybody had a good weekend. And let's get right into it. You guys know the deal. I'm not going to say that today. Maybe another day. I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal. No, I'm not going to talk about Tom Brady coming back. But I am going to talk about one prolific athlete. His name is Mr. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant scored, I think it was 53 points yesterday against the Knicks. And guy's just unreal. It just, you can't pass this guy. You can't he's one of the greatest players a lot of people have ever seen. I'm not saying the greatest, okay? Don't quote me on this, but I'm saying one of the greatest players that we've ever seen in the NBA. Kevin Durant, not Kevin Garnett. Oh, by the way, Kevin Garnett, congratulations on your jersey retirement. That was awesome. Big fan. It's Kevin Durant, one of the greatest shooters, one of the greatest scorers. He's all NBA. He's a gym rat. You got to give him kudos on that. But he called out the mayor, the NYC mayor, Eric Adams. I think that's his name. He called him out. And it's for the mandates against Kyrie, because Kyrie had to sit on the bench, not the bench, he had to get tickets to sit on the sidelines in an actual seat with the fans to watch the game because he wasn't allowed to sit on the bench. I don't get it. I 100% don't get it. I agree. Like with everybody here, I don't get it. But to call out the mayor, man, and I'm not saying he said it in a, the mayor really needs to take a look at this, and it doesn't seem fair. That's how I would have said it. I would have addressed it, but I want to show you guys how he addressed it, and I'm going to show you guys a couple clips on how people are reacting to this, how the media is reacting to this. So check this out, and we'll analyze it after. I get it. You're frustrated. It's all about the mandates and all against Kyrie. I get that you're frustrated, but to talk like this to the mayor, I'm just like, oh my God. Maybe it wasn't a smart idea. Smart idea to talk to the mayor about this, but not a smart idea to talk the way that you talked. Make sure you check this clip out.
After the 110-107 win over the Knicks, thanks to Kevin Durant dropping 53, KD called out New York's mayor Eric Adams several times by name when discussing Kyrie Irving, who sat courtside for the game. Take a listen.
What was the feeling when Kyrie comes into the building and sits courtside, walks with you guys into the locker room, but obviously can't take 2 steps onto the floor and play?
It's ridiculous. I don't understand it at all. I mean, it's a few people in our arena that's unvaxxed, right? Like, they lifted all of that in our arena, right? So I don't get it.
It's a second mandate that says he can come in but can't play.
I don't get it. It just feels like at this point now, somebody's trying to make a statement or a point to flex their authority. But, everybody out here looking for attention, and that's what I feel like the mayor wants right now, some attention, But he'll figure it out soon. He better. But it just didn't make any sense. Like, there's unvaxxed people in this building already. We got a guy who can come into the building. I guess, are they fearing our safety? I don't get it. So, yeah, we're all confused. Pretty much everybody in the world is confused at this point. Early on in the season, people didn't understand what was going on, but now it just looks stupid. So hopefully, Eric, you got to figure this out.
Bomani back with us, and I'm happy to have you on this because I don't know your thoughts on this whole subject. Where are you on KD calling out the mayor? Was this smart?
Well, I mean, I feel like Eric Adams has said, like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I understand it doesn't make sense, but I'm not the person that's in a position to be the one to change what the situation is. And I do think it's bad optics just because everybody else is out here naked face. He's naked face sitting right here on the bench, but he can't work. I don't understand myself how it works. And at the risk of sounding a bit arrogant, I feel like if I don't understand it, there's a whole lot of people that do not understand it. I do understand this, though. There is one person unilaterally who can change all this, and it's Kyrie. Like, as much as this doesn't make sense, you don't understand why it is that they can do this, but I can't do that. You do understand what the path would be to get back there, which is just to go get the shot. He doesn't want to do that. I'm not going to judge him in this conversation for the fact that he doesn't want to do it. That's his right. But you made that call. You made that decision. And if it's that important to you, ride it out. Andrew Wiggins did not want to go get that shot, but then he looked around and was like, all right, I guess this is what I got to do. It's the same place for Kyrie. He still has the power to change this. He's made the decision not to do it. I'm not going to fight for him because he decided that he was going to die on this hill, or at least die at home on this hill because he's killing it on the road.
I got a few positions on this, and I'm glad that you're here because I'll say it right in front of you. First of all, he's not the only one that can change this with a unilateral decision. Mayor Adams can as well. Mayor Adams has been on the record basically coming across as if he doesn't even understand why the mandate is still in place, considering the fact that it's been lifted for the most part throughout the city, and you've got people walking in the Barclays Center who are unvaccinated, including Kyrie yesterday and the day before when Duke played at the Barclays Center. He's walking in there unvaccinated. If he can be in the arena unvaccinated and fans can be in the arena unvaccinated and visiting players who are unvaccinated can actually play at the Barclays Center, Mayor Adams, it makes no sense to have this mandate in place. You are the mayor. Okay, you don't have any problems making far more important decisions than this, okay, from a unilateral perspective. Even though you might get input from other people, ultimately it comes down to you. You're the mayor, act like it. Be the mayor and make the call because it's bogus. That is true, but two things can be true. Everything that I just said can be true, and the fact that Kyrie Irving has made this decision, one I consider to be incredibly selfish, that can be as true as well. You might not want to call him out on that. I respect that. I'll be damned if I'm not, because this brother, he's been in the league for over 11 seasons. He has never played. He's played more than 60 games 4 times. That means the other 7 to 8 times, he's played 60 games or less in a season. This brother finds one excuse after another to miss work. He is committed to doing what he wants to do, when he wants to do it, how he wants to do it. And if you're Kevin Durant, listen, I understand that he's right with what he's saying. Kevin Durant was absolutely right. He wasn't wrong. Kyrie's right in terms of what he feels about the policy. But the reality is that there are a whole bunch of brothers in the NBA and the NFL, I might add, who wanted nothing to do with the vaccine. Nothing. Okay? Some of us here at Disney didn't want anything to do with the vaccine. But a mandate came down. And when that mandate came down, you had a choice. Am I going to sit up there and buck the system and say to hell with it and do what I want to do at the expense of my team? Or am I going to capitulate like everybody else did for the betterment of the team? Kyrie has made a choice to go his individual route. We could say what we want, but at the end of the day, it comes down to him making this decision. It's about him. Everybody else is a distant second. That includes Kevin Durant, who he leaves out there most nights to handle business by himself, on his own. And then you got some fools out here that are so supportive of Kyrie. They're supportive of Kyrie Irving because he's standing up to the man and he's standing up to the system. And he's saying, the hell with y'all, I'm going to do it. And they're supportive of that. But in the same breath, you at the Barclays Center and you never get to watch them. So what I want to see, Bomani, what I want to see is you, Brooklyn, you get to the postseason. You got a game 7. All right, you got a championship. You got the chip on the line. You can play tomorrow if you get vaccinated. You going to leave your brother hanging? You going to leave him out there on his own? Because to me, no one's talking about that. The vaccine from a literal perspective, I'm with you. Everybody got their own feelings about it. Consult with your medical professional and do what you feel is best for you. But from a macro perspective, taking into account Cleveland, Boston, some of the things you've done since you've been in Brooklyn, taking time off after you had 10 months off, 2 weeks into the season, just because the riots took place at the U.S. Capitol. At some point in time, people got to stop being damn jokes and justifying this brother not showing up to work. So I want to see Bomani. Is he going to show up or are you going to leave your brother hanging? That's the only only thing that makes me want Eric Adams to hesitate. But I'm really not serious about that because I really want Eric Adams to lift that mandate so Kyrie can be back on the court playing. But I would love to see what he would do if he was in that spot.
But the irony of it is, because Kyrie has missed all these games, he has saved himself from the Game 7 dilemma because the Nets won't have home court at any point in this postseason.
Okay.
So there you have it. It's just, like he said, he's got to do something. He just seems like he's trying to be authoritative and trying to make a point. That's not really asking the mayor or, having a conversation with the mayor. That's like finger pointing, like you do it kind of thing. You want something done, you don't do it that way, man. Like, come on. I get it, you're frustrated, but like KD, man, KD, you can't go like this. You can't be like talking like that. But, it is what it is. So as of right now, Kyrie Irving is in the exact same position he's been in all year. I don't know what's going on with this mandate, and I don't know when it's going to be uplifted. So we'll see. Jag Magnet, Jaggy Sports.